What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon One. Man, I'm back again, man. Y'all know it's story time. Let me take this off, because I ain't doing nothing but stunting in front with them. They don't even work. You know? But anyway, man, get right to it, man, with no further ado. Talk about a whole lot of stuff. Talk about a whole lot of this, whole lot of that. But we're going to get to the story, man. First and foremost, man, let me tell the Foundation, man, I thank y'all, homie. I thank y'all, man. Y'all made it possible, man, for me to come on here and express myself, man, tell my stories and do my thing, man. And y'all rock with me, man. You know, y'all be rocking with me, man. Been every day. We ran across a few rough paths over the year, you know, over the last year. Few lumps and bumps and speed bumps and pumps. But over the last year, man, you know, we done endured it all, man. We done came out, we done went through the ringer and came out stronger than ever. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of other people falling off to the wayside, man. But guess what? Boy, we keep rising to the top, man. We keep getting better and better. Better and better. So like I always say, man, like I say, homie. Like I say, man, we gonna shoot for the moon. Because guess what? If we miss it, we gonna still be amongst the stars. You know? Anyway, with that, man, let me get straight to the story, man. Real thing, man. Real talk. Real spit right here, man. Man, this is about me and one of my favorite homeboys, man. You know what I'm saying? The homie, he AIP now. My homeboy, Mr. Lazy Warlock. You know what I'm saying? Now, we throw that lazy on the front of his name. Cause the homie was laid back, man. He stayed drunk though. He stayed drunk. Love to drink. And that was the homie though. But true rider though. True rider, man. That Mr. Warlock, man. You know what I'm saying? He lived up to that name, man. Lazy Warlock, man. I miss the homie, man. AIP to you, Mr. Lazy Warlock. But anyway, man, this took place back in the 80s. Y'all know what's happening, man. Back in the early 80s. When I say early 80s, this took place back in like if I'm not mistaken, about 1980, 79 or 80. One of them years right there. I know I was young. I know it was right before I went to juvenile hall. But anyway, when you young like that, man, you know what I'm saying, you into stuff, you wild, but you also are susceptible to be spooked from real life events. And what happened to me and the homie Warlock this night, man, was a real life event. Now a lot of people, you know, you got a lot of people that have been shot. You got a lot of people that have been shot at. Both of them are very, 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 very traumatizing events. Both of them are events that will spook you. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, you know, Buster, no Mark, no coward, no none of that, but it will scare you. You know what I'm saying? Who in their right mind, you know, ain't gonna be a little shook when them little balls of lead come flying past you. You know? Don't nobody want to get hit. But anyway, on to the story pertaining to this. Man, one day, man, it was at nighttime. It was late at night, too, about 9, 10 o'clock at night. And me and the homie Warlock, cuz, we belling down Vernon. Man, we strolling, we coming down Vernon, man. And we was getting ready to cross over Broadway. We getting ready to cross over Broadway heading toward Maine. Once we hit Maine, we was going cut and go down Maine and go on to, you know, hit 51st, bust that left and going up to South Park. So now right before we hit Broadway, a car came down the street late at night flying. They holler something out the window. Whoa, 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 whoa. Of course, you know what I'm saying. It was what they call in this day and age the ops. You know what I'm saying? So it was some bloods. So when they hollered out the window, whoop, 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 they thought we were from Five Deuce Broadway, because what they hollered out was disrespectful to the Broadways. You know, but now no, homie, we from Five Trey Avalon. But of course, when they said what they said, we knew it was meant to hurt whoever it was walking, you know, verbally, you know what I'm saying? So now we hollered out, man, woo, woo, F this, F that, this fire Trey Avalon, cuz, woo, 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 woo. So the car kept going, but now they came back. They whatever street they hit, they come back. So now listen, man, let me tell you something. Your head had to stay on a cool swivel back then. 78, 79, 80 years like that. You had to keep your head on a swivel. Walking down the street, you would always try to walk to the inside. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're walking with a female or walking with somebody you really cared about, like your kids or your girl, something like that. You always put her on the inside. You stayed on the curb side and you put her on the inside. That was just a safety precaution because you want to protect her. But now back then, man, look, strange cars coming down the street or whatever. Man, it been many times, and I know a lot of y'all out there finna hear this, and y'all gonna be like, man, dang, boy, I remember doing that back in the day. Boy, I remember doing that. But walking down the street, and when a car coming down the street and you stop and you look, you can't really tell, you know, who's in the car or what's up with the car. So what you do, you wait till the car kind of catch up, especially if you ain't got no heat on you. You wait till the car catch up. Now, this might be a tree. The car coming down the street, and as the car go by, you circling the tree, making sure you keeping the tree between you and that car. Then when the car pass by and go on about its business, man, what's wrong with that dog? Man, god dang. Are you okay? You cool? You cool? You need some Be Cool medicine? Because I'll put you in the cage. Yeah, I'll put you in the cage. Come here. You better slow your roll, man. If I think something wrong with you, you going in that cage. Anyway. But yeah, so, you know, then when the car go by, you come out from behind the tree and you looking. You watching. What be going through your head like, man, I wonder, man, who was that? What? And the first thing you looking for as you watching the car, you looking to see if them brake lights come on. Don't let them brake lights come on. Man, you exit stage left. I'm out of here. Yow! Cause them brake lights come on, they finna back up and try to do their due diligence. You already know what it is. Now, if you ain't got that heat, you finna get somewhere. If you got that heat on you, you might just step out in the middle of the street and start dumping. You know what I'm saying? So if it was a gangbangers in the car, or even if it was non-affiliate, okay, y'all bad. If that's gonna be that, you know, in our mind, that's y'all bad. You coming through the hood like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you know, it was all type of stuff, man, going on back then, boy. Ooh-wee. But anyway, so the car must have came back around. But now as we walking, you know what I'm saying, we watching our terrain. This is right as we got ready to cross over Broadway. In fact, we were right in the middle of Broadway, Vernon and Broadway, crossing over to the other side of the street. The car come down the street, come back down Vernon. When they come back down Vernon, we heard a blow. A shot rung out. Man, a shot rung out. Man, when the shot rung out, we look, it's that car. Man, look, we broke wide. Instead of shooting down Vernon, we shot straight down Broadway. We running down Broadway toward the 50s. So I remember the homeboy Warlock slipped as we first took off running, because I think he had some biscuits or some Stacey Adams on or something. But I remember he slipped, but he caught himself on his hand. But I'm getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I'm a little chunky dude, little short, round, chunky dude. I'm trying to get somewhere. Man, listen. We shoot down Broadway. We running. Man, we trying. Man, look. What? They coming. The car busting. Boom, boom, boom. You can hear it. Man, listen. We hit about 4-7. We got to about 46 or 47. We got to about 46 or 47 in Broadway. We bust that left running. The car shot straight down Broadway, but we know they probably gonna come back because they looking for us. But now we right here in the middle of fire. We ain't in the middle, but this is right here at the beginning, right here. We in Broadway, we in Fire Broadway hood. We hoping we run into some of them, but we don't. So now we shooting down 4-7. We jogging. Man, we crossed over to Maine. When we hit Main, we took Main. We start going up Main, going toward trying to get to like 51st. Man, the car come down Main again, and whoever it was, they shooting. We get behind. We stopped and we duck behind a car. We get behind a car, and they holler and they dissing, whoop whoop whoop. But now they still dissing Broadway. That's where they think we from. The car shot past. When they shot past, we run out from behind the car. We make it to 51st. From 51st, we bust that left, man, trying to run and get to South Park. We going. Now, I ain't gonna even lie, man. I'm scared. I'm spooked. Because, you know, I'm a young kid. I'm a young teenager at the time. You know what I'm saying? I think me and Warlock might have been about the same age at this time. But I'm literally, man, somebody's trying to kill me. Somebody's really, really, really trying to kill me, man. And you gotta look. See, it's not this day and age. You gotta look. 79, 80. Yeah, it was shootings and stuff going on. But it was a lot of fighting, you know what I'm saying? So all this, that right there at that time was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Somebody really, 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 really busted. And they not shooting with no gauge. A lot of times work was put in them late 70s, early 80s with gauges. You know, everybody had a gauge, little 22s. If you had a 38 back then, you was the man. But anyway, I don't know what they shooting with. I know it ain't a gauge. I know it's a handgun because it's getting off. Bow, bow, bow. Now, they hot. They want us. Man, we coming down 51st, man, here, man, like some escaped slaves or something. We getting somewhere. The car get on us again, homie. The car getting us on again. We you know what I'm saying? We crossed Main. We coming past town and Wall and all that. We trying to get to San Pedro. The car get on us again. Boom, boom, boom. By this time, whoever was in the car, it had to either been the villains or the Pueblos, because they know the area, they know the dynamics, and they know that with us not stopping in the Broadway hoods and we steadily going further east, oh, them ain't Broadways, them got to be Avalons right there. Yeah, them got to be Avalon, because the disrespect is toward Avalon at this time. They woofing out the window. Yeah, F this, F that, whoop, whoop, wop, wop, wham. We ain't studied. Man, look, let me show you something. Man, Warlock was so fast, or either I was just so slow. I'm running full speed ahead straight. Warlock zigzagging because of the shots. Bow, bow, bow. He's zigzagging. Yow, yow, yow. And he's still leaving me. He's still pulling off. I'm like, dang, I got, man, woof. I need to pick him up and put him down. I need to run a little faster. Man, look, we was getting somewhere, man. We made it back. I never forget, man, we ended up making it back to South Park. So we ended up telling the homies, cuz. Man, the whoop, 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 man, they shot at us, man. We ran all the way from Vernon and Broadway, homie. They was trying to get us, man. So the homies like, whoa, man, what? So, of course, back then at this time, a lot of homies didn't have cars and stuff, man. Like I say, 79, 80. Man, what, 15, 16 back then, something like that. A lot of homies didn't have cars, you know. But now, the homie Crippin' Casper, he had a car back then. But now, it wasn't his car. It was his grandmother's station wagon. He had a white station wagon, man, that we would all pile into sometimes. So now, when we telling the homies, we back in South Park, we telling the homies what happened, what it was, this, that, and that. They like, well, you know, what's up, what we gonna do? So now, the only gun that was on the scene that I can remember at that time, if I can remember, my homeboy Ant Dog had a 410. A whole lot of homies had them 410 gauges back then. So we had tried to go to Ant Dog to get the 410. So now now we call ourselves gonna go get some get back. We gonna go get some get back. So it's me. I'm in the station wagon. I'll never forget it. It was me. It was me. It was Crippin' Casper. It was Lazy Warlock. It's the homeboy Killer D. Who else was in that car? Oh, the homie Magic. Magic was in the car. And it was somebody else. I know it was 6 people in the car in the station wagon. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been Ant Dog. If I'm not mistaken, might have been Ant Dog. But anyway, No, it wasn't that dog because we was going to his house to get the gauge. But make a long story short, we end up not getting the gauge, so we end up not doing no we retaliating that night. You know what I'm saying? That was one of them nights. Of course, you know what I'm saying. We was gonna do our due diligence again sooner or later. You know, it's a back and forth. It's the same way it was back and forth then. It's back and forth now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. But anyway, man, that was one of them stories, man. Where, they chase your big partner. Man, when I say I was scared, oh, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. Man, I was, ooh, what? Man, look, hey, man, my teeth was chattering. Scared. You know what I'm saying? Young, hadn't come into my own yet, for real. But oh, when I did. Yeah, they shot at us a few times that night, y'all. But as the years went by, as the days went by, and I came into my own. If I'm not mistaken, I don't even think I got I didn't really get no get back for that because I went to jail. I started going to jail. I went to juvenile hall for something, and my illustrious jail career started. But anyway, man, I just had to tell y'all that little story about right there, man. When I got chased, man, it just hit my mind. It's almost time for this fight match. We finna watch this. We finna watch this boxing, man. Everybody want to see it. But anyway, yeah, man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon One. I represent the gangsters, homie. I'm out. Peace.